Hello and welcome, my lovely viewers and my lovely listeners. Today is 1st of January 2026, is the first episode of this year. And when I was preparing myself and when I was thinking of what I am going to talk to you about and what you really need, I was thinking also, as I always do, about my own experience and what I would like to hear, and how I would like to be helped. In my previous episode, couple of my last episodes, I was kind of weaving into the more of like a coaching, of like a helping with your life maybe, and with your self-confidence. And this is probably because I am doing this coaching qualification, and I'm reading psychology books, and I was also thinking about this podcast and how who is it helping, who is it for, how you would like to feel after listening to me. And so the psychology and coaching and philosophy almost, and also the esoteric kind of metaphoric soul searching universe truths that I would like to pass on, because I actually think that this helps when you, with the self-development, with self-esteem, with finding the answer of who you are and what you are doing here and why things happen to you, how they are happening. So that's why I want to keep the kind of the nature, the mind, the how you exist on this earth, and with like, I don't know, rejection, finding a boyfriend, self-esteem, together with why I am here, what is the higher meaning, rather than only that I am suffering, or this is black and white and this is how it feels in this very moment. What is the connection between this here and now, and between what happened in the past and what's going to happen in the future, meaning in another life. So all of those things is something that I want to talk to you about. But I had this kind of thinking of how much of this is going to be like coaching, so kind of maybe more like a mainstream, and how much of this and related to like current things, and how much of this, of my podcast and what I'm talking about, is about the spirituality, the deep soul you that you are. And I had a really great, amazing message today that came to me from this oracle deck. And just to explain, so oracle decks are decks created intuitively with some pictures that people gotten or were downloaded, and they are like metaphors, and for me they are more playful and they are more fun, and they are kind of easier to interpret it and easier to do yourself, rather than, for example, tarot decks, where I think tarot has got such a history and is much more serious. So I wouldn't go into tarot as much, because I feel like the meaning and the relationship you have with tarot card is really special, and you you cannot take it lightly. And once you go into that, this is kind of another esoteric and very there's lots of signs there that maybe not heavy, but it's just something that you'd have to really dive deeper and be mindful of. While the oracle cards that I am using quite often, they are more light and they are more fun and they are kind of more forgiving, almost. So today, when I was asking about the message that I'm sharing and about you, what you would like, I got this card that from the Work Your Light Oracle cards created by Rebecca Campbell. And I got the card that says the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Um, eh, intuitive, uh, intuitive, intuitive hits soul tribe. Sorry, I couldn't see that. Basically, what it said is that I choose now to let myself be seen. So this is what I'm doing. I am ready to call in my soul tribe and create a web of light all over the planet. It was basically talking about you, and you are this light. And you, if you are searching, if you are looking of, yeah, exactly that, what's my reason, what's the reason, what am I really supposed to do, to be doing, I want to be this light, one of many. I want to be this light that shows you what you are supposed to be doing and gives you opportunity to see deep inside you and to find answer to some questions. While I am not giving you answer, the answers are with you, within you, inside of you. When I do my coaching, I like to say that you have a diamond inside you, a bright diamond that you might not be aware that it's in there. And when I ask those questions, me and other, but let's talk about how I can help you. So when I ask those questions and when I bring my own experiences to share with you and stir something in you, you start digging for the diamond, because even though you don't know what's inside you and you are not aware, somewhere out there, somewhere in your mind, you have the remembrance, you have the knowledge, you have the intuition that you have this diamond. And the diamond is is your soul, is your purpose, is your goal, is your is like the deepest desire, is your treasure, is who you are. So by asking those questions, by bringing my experience, I try and open that for you, first of all, to help you remembering that. And second, I help you, once you start digging for this diamond, I help you carry out the soil, whatever, the debris that the diamond is dig in. So and you are, because you are listening to me, because you are looking for this type of knowledge, I guess, this type of information, you are one of my soul tribe. And not only my, but all of us, you are one of those people who are waking up, who are thinking about the ways how they can be truly themselves. And to do that, to discover who you are, to discover this diamond, they are different, is like a hero's journey, right? There are different adventures, there are different experiences that you have to go through in order to find the diamond. So look at it as like a trip, like an adventure, which life is, to find your diamond. And sometimes you can see the glimpses of the diamond, sometimes you think you have got it, but maybe it's not a full picture of a diamond. Maybe there are other parts of the diamond that you haven't found. Or sometimes you can be in the very beginning, and the beginning can be long. It could be last for 20 years or 30 years or however, when you are just preparing. So you going through experiences to stand in the beginning of your road and say, there is something more. I am sure there is something more. I don't know what it is. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but definitely there is something more. And then I would like, when you start saying this and when you start realizing that, I would like you to find people maybe like me, who is also still searching, but who can say, yes, you are right, there is definitely something more, and there is definitely the diamond in you, that's 100%, and let's find it together. Let's be a tribe. Let's communicate, let's speak, let's share the experiences, and then we can find this thing inside us that is calling us to do and to be something greater. Does not mean that what you have been to this very moment is not great. It's still the part of this journey, and all your experiences, you had to go through them in order to be where you are now. If you were just comfortably sitting in the, home and the bed, and everything was given to you, would you think about, how what other things, what greater could there be? Not necessary. Although Buddha was it, he was born in great riches, and then he came out, and so still, even if you were born in riches and you had everything given to you, maybe then especially kind of look at it and from the different perspective, that it has to be something else. Because in my mind, I always think about struggle. When you struggle, and then when you are unhappy, and then when you are rejected, or when you suffer, that's when you think, oh, there must be something more. But I know of, and I've spoken recently to successful people, happy people who've got everything: good job, house, a lover, a partner, and then they are asking, is that all? That's everything? Like, there must be something else. I am in this place where I'm supposed to be happy, and I'm still not happy. And the diamond is not happiness. Happiness is just one of the things that is there available for us. The diamond is everything. Is our soul, is our gift, our true self, our understanding, and yeah, and it's a meaning of that, of us. And it may be that, like I said, that you get the diamond because you had this question about whatever, and this get the diamond, and then you want to dig deeper, which is fine as well. So I wanted to, because this is the portal today, so 11 of January, which is number 1 month, and then 2026, which gives you 1 as well. So 1 plus 0 is 1. So we have 1, 1, and then 1, and then 1. So all the ones gives us a portal. So I have my candle burning today for manifestation and making wishes of how this is how I want my year to go, and with this podcast, that's how I want my year to go. I want to create a community. I want to really help you and help this community and people to dig for their diamonds, to find a true meaning for them, to help them to answer questions that they might have, whatever questions that might be. As this card said, that I am a part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal ourselves, to heal our ancestral line and the planet. That's another thing, because if we start with ourselves, and that's what I believe, if we start with ourselves, our little parts of ourselves, we're not gonna heal the whole part, everything, because we are great, we are huge, and the healing of ourselves would probably take the whole life, not probably, definitely. But when we start healing ourselves, you start to see changes, and then the changes will be reflected in your environment. The changes will be reflected on how you relate to others. For me, it's just a great desire to clean my environment, and it's just this great love for animals that I've never experienced before. The really it is just like overpowering. I really little things. I pick up rubbish outside of my home. I really, my heart breaks when I see a plastic bag floating in the river and I'm thinking of ways to pick it up. My heart breaks when I see some birds that I feel like they are trapped or something bad is happening to them. So I am just becoming really emotionally invested in that, and it's definitely happened. And I am more and more not willing to consume meat. That's how it shows for me. And I know this is because I'm changing. I wasn't used to be like this. I love the steak, and I smoked, and I used to just leave my cigarettes and whatever on the road. I didn't care that much. That was like 20 years ago or so, not even, probably 10. I didn't care that much because I was so engrossed in myself, but in like an egoistical way, that I didn't care what's happening around me. So this is just one of the ways. And then the the card continues, one of many, consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. Exactly what I was saying. This is us. We start off with ourselves. We start off with healing ourselves, looking for our diamonds to help us shine. And this is, and I hope that myself, I am going to help you do that. And I wanted to just finish off, but this was my card. Obviously, it was connected to you. It was connected to this consciousness of this group. This was connected to my mission, which is talking, which is sharing my experience. And this is, again, this is something greater than me. This is maybe a top of my diamond. This is definitely something that is calling me to do. And uh, just to share something, I was speaking to this fortune teller, which actually a couple of years ago, which now actually she became really famous, or quite famous. And she told me to wear red lipstick. She said, always wear red lipstick. And I didn't really understand what she meant with this red lipstick. I thought it was about me looking pretty or being maybe more feminine. And now I put the red lipstick and I understand it. This is for speaking. The lipstick for lips is for talking, for expressing myself. And this is where my true diamond lies. So therefore I'm wearing the red lipstick today. I still don't feel super comfortable with the red lipstick and I don't put it all the time. But I'll try to put it more and more, and the same way as I'm sharing my voice, I will try to put my lipstick more and more. I am just going to shuffle the cards for you. Again, I am using the Rebecca Campbell deck. I don't do this very often because this is not really something that I would do for this podcast, but I thought because of the date today and because of the start of the new year, I wanted to do that for you. And this card that came for the collective today, it's Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So very much as what I was talking about with my great gathering. I think that's a continuity, and it just shows that that's what we are creating by becoming better people. And better is such a kind of colloquialism of like, oh, I am a better person, I am better. Is about us looking inside ourselves and trying to serve ourselves, to take care of ourselves, to see where it hurts and why it hurts. So first of all, my inner child, my limiting beliefs, my hurtful experiences can be transmuted into something into something really powerful, into something that is healed, into something that I am not passing on to my kids, for example, into understanding that that yes, I am the creator of my reality, and I am the one who chooses things around me. Things are not being chosen for me. I am choosing things consciously every time, every minute. And this is the Lemuria creating heaven on earth, and it's happening. And I know it's happening, and I know more and more people are waking up. I know, and I can see this podcast was listened in 75 countries, in many, many cities. And even if it was just one person, two people from this city or from this country, it's all over the globe. And hopefully these words wake you up, or a part of you, help you to find this diamond, and be a person that can change our earth. I don't want this to sound so up in the air, uh, but I believe in you. I believe in you. And if we all get together, we really can create heaven on earth. Where people are smiling to each other, where the energy is elevated and up leveled. So with this, I leave you, and I speak to you soon. And Happy New Year. Bye bye.